Have you thought about starting your own windshield repair business, but had a ton of questions racing through your head? Like, is it profitable? Well, what about this? Should I do it this way? Well, what about that? Well, recently, I had the privilege to sit down with a couple of windshield repair technicians from all over the United States, and we did a Q&A, and they answered a ton of questions. So stay connected and keep listening, and you can hear from those technicians themselves. All right, it's Corey with Delta Kits, and today we have actually Suzanne Allen from Allen's Auto Glass Company. We got her on the line. We're speaking with her about windshield repair, the industry, helping people, what she does and what she finds to be successful, the challenges she's actually encountered throughout the windshield repair industry. So let's get it going and get it started with our interview with Suzanne. So how you doing today, Suzanne?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
Pretty good. And it was actually pretty good seeing you in person and actually competing in the Windshield Repair Olympics. So just a quick piece for everybody who's listening to us. This is the Suzanne Allen champion. And you won it in 2018, and in 2019 you placed in what place did you place in this year? Second. So first place winner, second place. She's a champion. Suzanne Allen, we've been knowing her for a minute from her California days, and now she's actually in Texas. So a wealth of information from Suzanne, and we really, truly appreciate you for taking time to actually help us out with this upcoming webinar we're going to be doing. So let's jump right in. How long have you been in the windshield repair industry?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. So you still kind of like a newbie, but like also like this seasoned veteran, right?
Yes, because I started out in a auto glass office and then ventured out to repairs.
Okay, so that's what's up. So you've been doing repairs from multi-state. So you've done repairs in Cali and in Texas?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So doing repairs, what's your business model? Like, you have a tent location, car wash, mobile, or what's your setup?
We offer a mobile service. So we go directly to the customer's location.
Okay. And so doing mobile, which is a cool thing. Have you ever considered like maybe doing a tent or being at an oil shop, lube shop, or anything like that?
I actually would love to do a tent location. And I've been actually looking into it to get started because it seems like it would be a good opportunity to educate the community on the proper way to do a windshield repair or replacement.
Gotcha. Makes a lot of sense. And since you are doing mobile, going into a next question for you, when doing mobile, what do you actually charge for a repair? And do you actually include a mobile fee to go to a person?
I don't charge a mobile fee. I do offer a free mobile service.
Okay.
In our area, and I charge $79 for a repair.
Okay, $79. Do you have like a average mile radius you cover, or like what's the farthest you're willing to go to actually go do a repair?
15 miles.
Okay, 15 miles, and that could be tough in Texas, right? And around you're in the Austin area, so 15 miles can be
a 30 minutes an hour drive with traffic.
Yeah, that could be tough. That Austin traffic, man. I live in a small area where I could probably go a long ways out, but so I'm sure you considered traffic in your mile radius, or was it just you felt 15 was the best way?
I do, but I've only gone 15 miles. Like that's the furthest I've gone for repair, and it actually wasn't that bad. It was a 30-minute drive, but it was like all hills, like country. Like there was no traffic. It was like side roads. But a lot of the ones I get are actually within 5 miles.
Gotcha.
I get a lot in my area.
Okay, gotcha. And so on an average day, about how many repairs are you doing per day?
I do. Sometimes I do 1 a day. Sometimes I do 3 a day. It just depends on my schedule and what works in my schedule.
Gotcha. And of that, what's the average percent? Do you keep a percent of like how much is insurance versus cash repairs?
I do more cash repairs than anything.
Okay, gotcha. And when determining your cash rate, I know you say you charge $79. How did you come to that? Did you like look at your closest competition, or did you feel like that was just what you needed to make to do repairs?
I called around to a couple places in the area, and some of them were a little bit higher, some of them were lower. So it was a kind of a middle that I wanted to offer.
Gotcha.
And a free mobile service. So we go to them.
Okay, that's what's up. So now you're going mobile. You got all that figured out. So when you show up in your setup, how many windshield repair bridges and curing lights do you have actually in your setup?
3.
3? Gotcha. Are you using all 3 at one time, or you just got 3 because you want to be prepared?
I don't always use 3 at one time. Actually, I've never used 3 at one time. The most I've used is 2 at one time.
Gotcha.
Or if I do pit filler, just like if there's little pits on the windshield, I'll just do pit filler and throw a light on there.
Gotcha. Okay. So here's a good question for you. Other than your windshield repair tools, what other equipment do you feel is essential? Like, do you have ladders, tables, chairs, or is there one essential item that you feel you need, or that you could help other technicians to actually consider?
Outside of my actual repair kit?
Yeah.
I don't use a table or anything like that, but I love wearing an apron because
Gotcha.
it has pockets and holds the tools that I need to take out of my kit more than once,
Gotcha.
like a probe or a cork or things like that I use. But that's pretty much the only thing I use outside of my
Gotcha.
kit.
So an apron, but not just an apron with pockets. That makes sense. I love cargo pants because I love putting stuff in pockets and stuff like that. So I feel you on the pockets. So good thing there. And aprons are very, very inexpensive for anyone who's looking to get one. And I know yours are all branded. So whoever's getting theirs looking to get them branded, Vistaprint, or look somewhere local to get them printed. So next question for you is, if you do any insurance billing or even with your cash jobs, like, or credit card processing, are there certain software or certain hardware that you actually use?
Well, for like credit cards, I use Square.
Okay.
I use that to like a card reader for the customer to pay. I take cash as well. And I do bill insurance, and I just bill them directly.
So you just go on SGC's website or Harman and do it direct and with credit card. So is Square only thing you use to offer it, or do you do like PayPal or Venmo or Cash App? Do you use any of those?
I do. If they don't want to pay with a card, I have those options available, but no one has used those yet.
Gotcha.
Mostly just card or cash or check.
Okay, cool. And here, now time to put you on the spot. You show up, you approach the customer. What do you do to put them at ease and convince them that you're the right person to repair their windshield? Can you run us through that?
I talk about the process of repair. I let them know that, our slogan is, we care about the safety of your repair. I give them a little bit of education about a windshield in your vehicle and how it plays a role in if you get into a collision, what the airbag does, it reflecting off your windshield, and making sure you are getting your windshield repaired properly. I let them know that I'm certified with the National Windshield Repair Association, as well as the Auto Glass Safety Council, and just let them know a little bit about me and what I have to offer for them.
Gotcha. And do you let them know you're the champion? Do you ever subtly plug that in there?
I don't.
Oh, you're so
You're
humble.
the class repair Olympic winner.
You're so humble.
I don't, because
winner.
I feel weird talking about that, but people bring it up because they'll look at the website or they have gone on Yelp or any of those, and I have it on there. So sometimes they ask, "Oh, so I see that you did this," and then we'll talk about it, but I don't bring it up to customers on my own.
There you go. So next question for you, which I could say one for you, which is you're a champion. But the next question is, what are 3 things that sets you apart from your competition?
Educating the customers.
Yep.
Keeping myself educated.
Okay. All right.
And just making sure that the repair is going to be safe for them to drive.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't spread or something like that.
Gotcha. Your preparation, you're super thorough, very, very well prepared at all times. And I would say one thing for you is that you have a super, super great personality. You're very personable. So I'm sure it's a lot more, but I know I'm putting you on the spot, and you're super humble, so you wouldn't probably give it all away anyway. But next question is, do you feel that when you got started a couple years back, were there any challenges that you faced then or challenges that you face now in the windshield repair industry?
When I first got started, it was really scary. I felt like, oh, maybe I can't do this. Maybe it's not for me, because I was a woman and I didn't know any women at that time initially. I mean, even working in the glass company behind the scenes, there was only men technicians in the company that we worked for. And I was nervous. But then once I got started and learned what I was doing, how to use the tools I was using, I felt more confident every single time I did a repair. So that helped me. Learning the tools and just education gave me more confidence to keep going, and felt like I can really make something of it.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, it's fear. Sometimes we put fear in ourselves and we can't do things because we limit ourselves. But once you jump out there and get your feet wet, you realize like, oh, it ain't that bad. It ain't that hard. And it's a true testament to see you came from starting from like ground zero to actually doing this, mastering your craft. And now look at you, you know what I mean? So like, that's just a true testament of what you put into things. You get what you put into things. So, mad respect to you on that end. So next question, and we gonna wrap them up pretty quick. I'll go through these pretty quickly, being valuable and respectful of your time here. In between repairs, is there anything that you do to like generate business? So are you like online, like on Yelp, or like have a presence on social media to generate more business?
Yes, I am on Yelp. I'm on Google as well. I have a Facebook page. And I'm in groups. Like my target market is like, moms.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in a lot of moms group. It's for me as a woman doing this and having my own business in this, that, I build trust with these women, and I'm in these groups and I share what I do, and how I could help them, and especially the education with them. Of course, they have their children and their families and their vehicle. They want it to be as safe as possible. Mm-hmm. So I have a presence on Facebook in different groups I have in my area.
Gotcha. That makes sense. All right. So next question for you. What would you say are some of the biggest mistakes that you see other windshield repair technicians make?
Not getting certified,
Gotcha.
Not learning the proper way, rushing through repairs and not making sure that it's filled properly, charging little amounts. Gotcha. For something that is saving them already significant amount of money.
Yep. You're preaching to the choir on that. We say that all the time. Like, Don't lower your price. Offer a good service. Know your worth. Know your value. Get trained. So many people, they get involved in the industry and they don't think to take it further and actually get trained, actually understand their equipment and try to actually master their craft. So we always say the same thing. So yeah, we always eye on that end. Next one for you. When finishing a repair, whether it's a cash job, insurance job, or whatever, do you actually solicit testimonials from your customers for like your Google account, Yelp, or website or anything?
Sometimes it depends on the customer. It depends on how like we've interacted throughout the process from the initial phone call to when I get there and things like that. But sometimes I say, oh, hey, you found me on Yelp, leave a review, or if you like the service, let me know.
Gotcha.
So sometimes I do.
And do you offer any incentives to customers to visit you again or to refer others to you?
Yes. When I do replacements on their windshield, they get 50% off repairs.
Okay.
In that same windshield until as long as they have that windshield.
Gotcha.
And if they get a windshield or they need a repair, I will repair it. And then if they call me back and they need another repair, I give them like $10 off the next repair.
Gotcha. Okay.
In the same windshield.
Gotcha. Appreciate that info. And last couple of questions here is, do you have any like financial goals for your business or goals like, hey, every day I aim to do 3 repairs, or is it certain financial goals that you're trying to reach throughout the year, quarter, weekly, monthly, or whatever?
I don't have any financial goals. I really do this because I enjoy doing it.
Gotcha.
I love doing the repair. This gets to be my part-time business because I do, have 3 kids and make my schedule around them and while Cody's working. But so I just do it because I like to, and it's part-time and I can make my own schedule.
There you go. That's what's up. Some people do it for the money. Some do it for the love, and you got to find the right balance. Always find what works for you. But I feel you on that end. Like you can do this, make your own schedule, and hey, you make a good income doing this. So, hey, I appreciate that info and advice on that. And last question is, is there anything else you would like to share with us that we didn't cover already?
No, I think I pretty much told you how much I loved it.
Yeah. Well, cool. We really, truly, we appreciate you taking time out your busy schedule to help us. And that's our goal, is to actually help others so they can get in the industry and take knowledge from us, from you, and other people that are well respected throughout the industry and actually do better. Because if you know better, you do better. And when they come in, if they can have a little bit more information to learn and do things that we didn't do when we first started out, hopefully they do better and actually make the industry, keep it going and keep a good name for the industry. So we really, truly appreciate your time. As always, we appreciate you and we look forward to seeing you in person, I guess, in the near future.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you and take care.